welcome to Fun with Nails. My name is Tina and thank you for joining me. If you please would consider subscribing to my channel if you like this video content. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like, please hit that bell icon and you will get notified each time I upload a new video. So today we are going to do our first holiday mani. Ooh, I'm tongue-tied today. So today I am going to use Wrap It Up, which is from holiday last year. I believe it was last year, yeah, 2021. And then Cran-tastic, which is available in the catalog. And then also I am using white underneath the Wrap It Up because Wrap It Up is fairly sheer. So let's start out with our pinkies. So the white that I'm using, it's not actually a white. It's the white strips from Pop It Like It's Hot, I believe it's called. Or no, what is it called? I don't remember what it's called. I'll put it in the description. But the reason I'm using this is because I didn't want to open up a new set. I just wanted to get rid of some leftovers that I have kind of lying around. So I figured I'd use some sets that I already have open. Even though we are doing holiday manis, I will be definitely opening some new sets. But I figured why not start out with some ones that are just kind of going into the holiday. Going into our holiday season. Now that Thanksgiving has passed, I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. I had a fabulous Thanksgiving. Even though I had to work, it was a fairly good day. And then I came home to my husband having the turkey ready, and I just had to throw together a few sides, and it was very good for just the two of us. And we finished out, I got to finish out the day watching the last two football games, and it was a really nice Thanksgiving. So Wrap It Up has two different accent nails, and then, or I should say two different patterns. You'll see the second one. And then they have some solids of just this kind of pinkish glitter. Here's the other pattern. So it's kind of fun. And I picked Cran-tastic to go with it because the red kind of matches. And my husband got himself something. And the box. The box is in here. So the cats are having just a blast with the new box. So with Cran-tastic, I am going to double it because it's kind of semi-sheer. It's not super sheer, but I love the color it gives when it's doubled. And because these are all the sets I'm using are leftovers, I am using my flax bags to make sure that I have some nice fresh strips to put on my nails. And I am wearing Peely base. So I stayed up away from my nail fold or the skin at the base of my nail so that I can take this second layer and go right up to the skin at the base of my nail. So then that way when you start to get grow out, you don't have that bump that you start to feel when you have a double, or yeah, like when it's doubled. Now this one I did go all the way to the nail fold with both of them. So I will get it a little bit with those ones, but it's not a super huge deal. I think it bothers me more with like my index and my thumb more than it does with my other nails. So again, I'm just leaving a tiny bit at the base. And this is a nail I always seem to get too far off to one side. Even though this is a little bit bigger strip, because I didn't have the right size strip for this nail. But I'd rather go too big than too small, because you can always take off extra. I just love how deep that red gets when it's doubled. And I like wearing a double layer because it just gives more protection to the nail. And it just helps the nail last a little, or helps the strips last a little longer. You don't get that wear on the tip as fast wearing a double layer. Even though I don't wear mine all too long. Y'all know I love changing my manis. I love seeing what kind of different creation I can come up with. And the holiday sets this year, oh, they just outdone themselves. I'm so ecstatic. I can't wait to really start digging into them. I think the sets they brought out for Thanksgiving were, even though they could have gotten away from the turkeys a little bit, but still, they still did much better this year than they have the last couple of years. As you know, the first Thanksgiving mani I did, I used the turkeys from last year, and then I used out of the turkey accents, but didn't use the turkey accents for my second one. So that was fun. And I really liked that Eat Teal You Drop. Such a good color. It's that time of the year. Staticky. Cold, static. Although this week has been a little bit warmer. A little warmer than last week was. Can't wait till this nail grows out a little bit more. Catch up with the others. Used to play a little catch up. The first time I wore this Wrap It Up set, I wore it with nothing underneath, and I did not like it. I really did not like it. And then I put the white underneath, and I just fell in love with it. I don't know. I think that, not the red, but the kind of goldish color just kind of, I don't know, it fell flat for me. But putting the white underneath really helped. So now my work schedule is kind of funky this week. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I worked Thanksgiving. And Friday off, Saturday off. And then I'm working Sunday because I had Friday off. And then I'll go back to my normal schedule next week. So I have Monday off. And then work Tuesday through Friday. Kind of happy that Christmas is on the weekend this year, so I don't have to work it. I don't know. That's just the one holiday that really bothers me to work. I think a lot of it has to do with back in 1993, I was pregnant with my youngest, and I had Christmas with my kids and my mom and my brother and his fiance at the time, although they never did get married. But my mom went home, and then all of a sudden, about an hour later, my mom and my aunt came walking up my back steps and started knocking on the door, and I'm like, what are you guys doing here? I'm like, Mom, you just went home. And she was so upset she couldn't talk. And I was like, what's going on? And then they told me that my grandpa, which was my mom and my aunt's dad, had passed away. So he had passed away on Christmas Day, 1993. And to this day, it still bothers me. It doesn't bother me as much as the anniversary of my dad passing away, but it does still bother me. Which the anniversary of my dad passing away was actually earlier this month, November. It was November 9th. And this year's been 22 years already since, 11 years since he passed away, because he passed away in 2011. So October, November, December, and February are all months that I've had some people very close to me pass away. So it's hard, but it seems like each year it does get a little easier, but it's still, especially the anniversary days, are the hardest. Just getting this edge, the edges cleaned up. Oh, my skin is just so dry. I lotion them like crazy. I lotion them before work, during work, after work, before bed. And they just still seem like they're dry. It's just that time of the year. I think that's one of the reasons I dislike the winter, is I really hate the dry skin. The dry skin, the dry nails, I don't know. My nails break so much easier in the winter. I don't know how long I'll keep these on, because I do have that split in my nail that I talked about in my last video. But since I'm gonna have a double layer on, it should be okay. And I'm not wild about having design on my thumbs. I don't know. Just not crazy about it. Tangus, what you doing? Cats love going in the window in here because I think it's because they get a different view. Because the window in this room faces out towards the street at the front of the house. And it's the only window that faces that road. So they get a totally different view when they look out that window. Oh, wanted to tell you all also, my mom had a good Thanksgiving. My brother and my kids, my oldest son and my youngest son, went and seen her for Thanksgiving, so that was good. Ugh, it just wants to be stuck on my... And she knew I would have been there if I wouldn't have had to work. But that's part of working at a casino. It never closes, so. And then also working in the hotel makes it even more of never closing. So it's just one of those deals that you have to deal with. And it was the same way when I worked as a CNA, so she knows. I've always had some kind of a job that I usually end up having to work some kind of a holiday. And she knows that I'm more than likely gonna be there for Christmas since I have weekends off. And she's coming along pretty good, so. She's still about the same, but her pain level is down more. So she's healing more from the back surgery. So that's good. Now that she's 3 weeks out from surgery. So that's it. Ooh, these are so pretty. So we got Cran-tastic, wrap it up, and then I put some white underneath the wrap it up. There's the thumbs. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.